Ross, the government's put the tech giants on notice. What precisely, though, has it said?
So, just to explain what's taken place here. So, the ACCC has had an inquiry that's been going on for quite some time. The final recommendations have been handed to the government only just last week, and there's been a briefing of the Cabinet about what's inside that particular document. Now, the preliminary inquiry had already come down with recommendations, say, for an independent commissioner who could really take up cases where either privacy has been breached or where there's been an abuse of market power. Bear in mind that Google basically says that it gets 90% of all of the searches in Australia, and that Facebook says 67% of Australians visit its site every year. Now, the point is that media companies, say for example like this one, Nine, can't really operate unless we promote our products through either Google and or Facebook. But then in many cases, they take the bulk of the advertising. So the strange thing is when we, say, produce the Today Show here, Nine is paying the money for the Today Show, but Google and Facebook are taking a big wedge of the advertising money for content that ends up online. Now, say, for example, big companies like this one, say, for example, are setting up their own sort of, if you like, fight back against this with Nine Voyager just being released. And this is a way in which they're trying to guarantee digital audiences for, you know, sort of small and medium-sized businesses. But really, the dominance is still with Facebook and Google. And this is really what this inquiry and what these measures by the federal government, when they hand down their own interpretation of what they'll do with this report, that's what this is all about.
So the concerns we all have about collecting our information and what they do with it, is there any stopping them, these tech giants?
Not at the moment, and that's the problem. Say, for example, I don't know whether you, say, for example, and your image might have been used to promote something that's dodgy that you had nothing to do with.
Face cream, precisely.
Face cream, exactly. So this happens, right? So the whole thing about that is that's not right for you, that's not right for the consumer.
But I haven't been able to stop it.
So, and there's your problem. And so under these laws, there could be maximum fines of $10 million. The Commissioner could be involved, or you yourself would be allowed to take action against one of these big internet giants. So this is all about trying to curb their powers in Australia, create more competition, because the grave fear is, if nothing is done right now, that this is only going to get bigger, more serious and harder to stop into the future. Some have called for bust-ups of Facebook and or Google. Whether it goes that far, I'm not sure. But certainly their powers are likely to be curbed as a result of this inquiry by the ACCC.
Just finally, quickly, are you confident we will see change?
Oh, absolutely. Josh Frydenberg has talked to the Sydney Morning Herald and The Age about this. He's given the broadest indication that the government is prepared to take it on. Otherwise, frankly, what you and I do here is kind of devalued if somebody else is taking benefit from the money that's being paid by this network or by News Corporation or by the other traditional media companies.